It is my sincere hope that tonight we hear this story from these great Gedolim and we have a total rebrand, a reboot, an upheaval of the old ways and in with the new perspective on how a modern generation, us living in 2023, can fully maximize this potent, powerful, and auspicious month of Elul. That is very much right around the corner. The great Reb Shlomo Hoffman, who you should definitely have his book and read it 100 times. He's one of the great Gedolim, a master of Torah Shebechsav, Torah Shebal Peh, along with the keen knowledge of the brain, the psychologist par excellence, the mental health counselor that the great Rav Shach used to consult with, amongst other Gedolim. He knew how the brain works and how we can best maximize our need for balance, for peace, for tranquility, and yet to progress in our Avodas Hashem. And in Elul, he says that he learned what it's all about. He said he was walking through the hallway in his yeshiva when he was just a young chap, and he had a certain intensity about him. He was walking through during the yeshiva, during Elul, and the great Rabbi Yechezkal Sarna, the Rosh Yeshiva, he looked at him and he said, Shlomo, hey Hoffman, why do you look so intense? Perhaps why so serious? And he said, well, it's Elul, Rebbe, and I'm doing Chua. And the Rambam, he tells us that Chua, Shalema, real Chua, is when even the Almighty can testify about you that you'll never return to that sin. That's Chua. That's very hard. I'm trying to gather up the strength and the fear of what it is to be punished from the sin, so therefore I can change. And Rabbi Yechezkal Sarna. This happened 1938. That long ago. I said, what? You're a machmir. We don't paskin like the Rambam. You hear that? We don't paskin like the Rambam. We paskin like Rebenu Yonah. And why are you taking the stringent approach? You know what tshuva is? You know what we're doing during Elul? Rabbi Yisrael Salanter explained Rebenu Yonah's approach. It means that Yom Kippur is machaper. It atones for the shavim, for the returners. And during Elul, we just become returners. As if we get off the bad, wrong path, and we just get on the good path. But to actually get there, like the Rambam says, to actually finish tshuva, what type of foolishness do you think it is that right now you should just give up whatever sin that you're entrenched in? That you should all of a sudden flip your path and then become a total tzaddik overnight? What type of crazy Yetzer Hara-filled foolishness is that? No, but the avoda is, like Rebenu Yonah says, as if you're driving up, trying to get to Maine on Highway 95, an hour into your journey, you see a sign that you're only a couple hours from Miami, Florida. You realize that you've been going south this entire time. No. During Elul, you get off the highway. You just turn around and get on the highway, going back up to Maine. The goal isn't to get to Maine. The goal isn't to return, to all the way be there at the full spot when total completion, but Elul's a time to become a shaver, about tshuva. So, the truth, the directness, Salanter says, just figure out which highways you're on that are the wrong ones, leading to the wrong places. And get on the highways that are going to the right places. And that's done with thought, introspection, and some charting. That is our avoda during Elul. God willing, we'll continue to talk about it. And I encourage you to think about which highways you are on that are leading towards Miami as opposed to going to Maine. And to become a shaver, a Baal Tshuva, so that Yom Kippur will atone for us.